Hi, I'm John Bromels for WCPO Insider, and today I'm here to talk about the worst scourge to hit the Queen City since the Hamilton County Commissioner signed the stadium contract. No, not talking about Mark Mallory's infamous opening day pitch. I'm talking about
the streetcar.
The streetcar.
The streetcar.
The streetcar.
Streetcar.
Streetcars.
Streetcar.
Let's talk about the streetcar.
Yes, the Cincinnati Bell Connector, affectionately known to locals as the streetcar, or the boondoggle, or just, come on, come on, come on, come on, I got places to be. Now, ever since it was proposed back in 2007, the streetcar has been a bone of contention in the tri-state. Some folks thought that the $148 million project would become just another in Cincinnati's long and rich history of overpriced yet ineffective transportation systems, like the Miami and Erie Canal, the unfinished Cincinnati subway, or the Bengals offensive line. Those concerns were responsible for stopping the streetcar route from going uptown and starting John Cranley's route to the mayor's office. But after the Hale Foundation, also known as Cincinnati's cool dad, stepped in to guarantee $900 grand in streetcar operating expenses, the streetcar was here to stay and everyone rejoiced.
There's been a major issue with the timing of the streetcar not being reliable for people to actually say, I know the train's going to be here at this time and I can get to work or wherever I need to go.
Okay, so it hasn't all been skyline and graders. You see, depending on who you ask, the streetcar has either encountered a couple of little hiccups as it got up and running, or has been responsible for more nightmares than the Dent schoolhouse. When the streetcar opened, there were, in fact, a bunch of problems. The ticket vending machines were confusing, the station displays were showing incorrect arrival times, vehicles were hitting the streetcar, and vice versa. The streetcar was kind of like the Fire Festival of Cincinnati. But unlike the Fire Festival, the streetcar's technical issues have mostly been resolved. Except for last week, when one streetcar hit another one and put them both out of commission. But like I said, mostly. The most persistent streetcar issue, though, is timing. You see, in theory, a streetcar should arrive at every station once every 12 minutes on weekdays and once every 15 minutes on weekends. But because the streetcar operates within the normal traffic flow instead of having its own right-of-way, traffic congestion has been a big hurdle. And if some idiot parks on the streetcar tracks, the whole system can come grinding to a halt faster than John Kasich's presidential campaign. Now, City Councilman Chris Seelbach thinks the $50 ticket fine for parking on the tracks should be doubled or even quintupled, which would put it on par with parking in front of a fire hydrant. And last month, City Council even sent letters to the companies who were the most persistent repeat offenders. Letters. Yeah, that'll show them. Here's the ultimate thing, though, with the streetcar. We own it now. It's bought and paid for, and whether you are on board with the idea from the get-go, or if you're a member of COAST, which I believe stands for the Coalition Opposed to Anything Special in Town, it's ours. Like the Bengals and Reds stadiums, like the Brent Spence Bridge, this is ours, and we have an obligation to make sure it succeeds. But what does success look like for the streetcar? Is it just solving the timing and traffic issues? Because if so, Council has made a good first step by approving a $300,000 downtown traffic signal study to analyze timing of lights and pedestrian signals downtown. We haven't had that kind of study done in 20 years, where most cities have them done every 5 to 10 years, so it's long overdue. Or maybe success means extending the route uptown like was originally planned. Mayor Cranley opposes that idea, instead advocating for a robust county-funded bus system. Mayoral candidate Yvette Simpson hasn't endorsed streetcar expansion either, but says that Cincinnati needs to be more aggressive in its approach to public transit to be competitive with peer cities. For me, though, success means actually coming up with a comprehensive regional transit system plan that incorporates rail, automobile traffic, bicycles, buses, bridges, and maybe even modes of transportation we haven't thought of yet. But that would have to involve the mayor, the city, the county, sorta, our state, even other states. It's just easier to hate on the streetcar. Easier, but not better. For WCPO Insider, I'm John Bromels.